welcome to the MAM Journals. I'm here at the Classic MotoHub again in Ablington, which is halfway between Bybury and Cirencester, and it's a riding night, so I'm hoping to be able to talk to a few people about their bikes. But before we do that, let me just show you around. It's a regular coffee stop for me, and very nice facility. As is often the case with these sort of classic car places, because this is actually a classic car place, but they make bikes very welcome. There's lots of stuff on for sale, and interesting to have a look around. Of course, the most important thing in this particular room is the hatch for the coffee. It's good coffee too. Hello, Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, nice to see you. I couldn't help but spot you've got a KTM 690.
Yeah.
I've just done a review on the 990.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really a KTM guy until I was up, but it changed my perceptions.
Okay.
I thought that is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, how are you getting on? How long have you had it? Why did you buy it?
I've had it a year. I'm just about to re-tax it. I bought it because some of the lads that I ride with, I only had a Fireblade at the time.
Right. Only a Fireblade.
And a CBR 600 RR, so
Okay.
2 sports bikes.
Yeah.
And they were doing these longer journeys, and I said to myself, well, I need to go out and buy something I can do a longer journey on.
Bit
I
more
bought
upright.
this, but this you don't want to do longer journeys on this.
No, not for that. No.
It's the completely wrong bike to buy.
I know, but it's fun, isn't it?
So I bought a R1250 GSA as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is,
Good bike.
I actually bought it because I know how much fun these are.
Yeah.
When I was young, when I was 16, I had an RX, a Aprilia RX50.
Okay.
This style of bike
Yeah.
is just me all over.
Yeah.
It brings out that inner child. You're a bit of a menace on it. They're just a lot of fun. I call it a BMX. It's literally like riding a BMX.
They handle really well, don't they?
They handle superbly. They're just fun to ride.
Shouldn't be able to do that.
I know. And
So, has it been reliable for you?
faultless.
It's great to hear.
It's only done 1,100 miles,
Yeah.
so not a lot. But I did hear there were problems with a leaky sump or something like that on
I've
the
heard a few.
slightly older.
Yeah,
But this engine seems to have evolved quite nicely.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's all fixed, and
Time will tell.
yeah, exactly.
You can only speak as you find, can't you?
Yeah.
You know. So, what was your first bike?
Ever
Yeah.
the Aprilia RX50,
Okay.
which was an off-road 50cc
Yeah.
with L plates.
Yeah.
The Aprilia RS 250 after that.
Okay, that's a fast little thing.
Lovely little bike that. Then Honda Hornet 600.
Yeah.
I was about 17, 18 when I was getting these.
Yeah.
Then a Aprilia RSV Mille.
Okay.
Then a bit of a gap,
Yeah.
and then that 600 RR came.
Oh, okay.
Now
They're
I've got
quite
4.
fast, those RRs, aren't they?
Yeah, ample.
Yeah.
600 RR.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have any tech.
Yeah.
And when
okay.
you ride the modern bikes and they've got everything,
Yeah.
I also wanted something that had everything.
Yeah.
And to be fair, since I've got that Fireblade, which I've changed to a S1000 RR, that 600 sits on its paddock stands in the garage doing nothing.
Yeah, it's hard to ride that when you've got an RR sat there, isn't it?
I know.
They are proper bits of kit.
So,
Yeah,
I'm
I
well
had an
chuffed with it.
RR and I've actually got an M now, an M1000, because my...
That one there?
No, that's not mine, but I'll keep trying to find the owner of that one so I can have
An
a chat.
M1000R.
Oh, yeah, a proper bit of kit.
But the thing is with those, I always think that's a fast bike
Yeah.
and naked, so you're...
Oh, yeah, you can't use it.
That's what a lot of people say.
No, you can't use it.
The naked
But it's
bike.
good fun getting somewhere near it. But,
What else have you got then?
oh, have a look at the channel.
Okay.
And
I'll see.
Oh, yeah, you'll see all my sins. Sam, thank you very much for your time. Nice to talk to you.
Cheers.
Have fun.
Thanks, I will. Cheers, see you soon.
Hi, Simon.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, you and I have known one another for a few years now.
Yeah, just a few.
And I was hoping to come to the Z900 RS meeting, but I know you had to reschedule that. So it was great to see you here tonight. So I thought I'm going to grab that man and talk about this very special Z900 RS, which I know you've done a lot on. Can you tell
just
me
a bit.
a little bit about what you've done on it?
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't know where to start. I've done everything. exhaust.
What year is the bike?
It's a 2018. Had it since it was 4 weeks old.
Yeah.
Since I had 120 miles on it when I got it. And I haven't stopped changing bits since I got it to get how I want it. Custom painted exhaust system, lots of Yoshimura bits and pieces. Yeah.
And you changed the forks as well?
Oh yeah, the forks are Öhlins internals, Nitron rear shock, Z900 wheels instead of RS wheels because I thought they suited it better.
Yeah.
Even the seat, custom made seat, indicators, everything's been changed.
So what made you do that? Because obviously you liked the bike when it was standard, that's why you bought it. So what's been the fascination?
Just wanted to be different.
Well, it's certainly different. It looks,
just wanted it to be different at the end of the day.
Do you notice any difference in the weight with all the modification you've done? I mean, the standard is 474 pounds. Do you any idea what you think this one weighs?
I probably lost about 20 pounds off of it, I would have thought.
Oh, okay, so about 450.
Yeah,
like
I tend to work in kilos.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I talk in kilos one day, and then somebody says, why don't you talk in proper pounds?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah. When I talk about my weight, I talk about it in pounds.
Yeah, we're a very mixed world with metric
isn't
and
it?
imperial.
Absolutely bonkers.
We all buy our trousers in inches and then talk in height in centimetres.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Everything's all muddled up.
Yeah. So what are the 3 things you really like about the bike?
I love the paint. I love the paint job. Absolutely love the paint job. I bought the tank and bits and pieces off of Rick on our group.
Yeah.
Then had a
we're in
few
the
other
same
bits.
group together, of course.
Yeah, had a few other bits painted to match it.
Yeah.
Decided to change the badges and go for a different style of badge because I thought they suited the colours better.
Yeah, these look really good. Obviously,
they're just
the bike is 948cc.
Yeah, it's the true CC of a Z900 RS.
Yeah.
I suppose I didn't call it a Z1, but hey. I'm hoping they'll bring out a Z1000 RS.
You never know.
Don't. That would be nice.
What else do you like? You like the paintwork in the exterior. Do you ride much?
I haven't ridden it much this year. The weather's been crap and I've been too busy. So no, I haven't really ridden it a lot this year. I think it's done about 10,500 miles now, so not moon miles on it, but gets used. I enjoy it when I do get out on it, that's for sure. Just need to get out on it more.
So you've had a few bikes over the years, I know.
Yeah, not masses. I had lots when I was young, but I never done my test, and I only done my test, got around to doing my test in 2017.
Oh, okay.
And then within 9 months, I had 3 bikes.
Sounds right. Is this your favourite bike so far?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't think there's any. I can't think of anything I'd replace it with. I want to replace it with. I think I'll sell my 350 that's sitting in the garage because that's not getting used.
The LC.
Yeah, I think I'll sell the LC. And I'm not sure what I would replace it with. There's nothing out there that really takes my fancy at the moment that I would go for.
Well, it's great that you're pleased with that one. I have to say, I've always thought it looked stunning.
Thank you.
And you've done a great job on it.
Thank you very much. I've gone a bit different this year. I took the fairing off, thought I'd have a change.
Yeah, no, I
prefer it without it.
I think it looks sharper.
Yeah, I think I prefer it without it. I don't know whether it'll be going back on. Might have to sell it. although the paintwork on it won't match anybody else's bike.
It definitely won't.
So, yeah.
Anyway, thanks, Simon.
Thank
Great
you.
to see you.
Cheers.
John, nice to meet you.
And you too.
Yeah. I couldn't help but spot your M in here, and I actually reviewed one of these. I've reviewed my own one.
I think I watched the review, so it's your fault I bought it.
I am responsible for a lot of sins.
Yeah.
So how are you getting on, John? Do you like it?
It's absolutely fantastic, and it gives you all of the adrenaline, the enjoyment, but it's comfortable.
Yes.
And when you start getting to our age, you need a bit more comfort, don't you?
What a suggestion. But absolutely true.
No, I mean, you've got to have something in the garage that when you put the garage door up, you think, that looks special.
That's the one,
And I didn't go for the competition one because, to be honest, with my ability and what I can do, I've done track days, obviously, and I've been riding bikes since I was 16.
Okay.
And we actually...
So what, 20 years then?
Yeah, nice. I wish it was. But no, the fact is you pull the garage door up and you look at it and you think, yeah, that's something
They just look so purposeful.
Absolutely.
And
I was looking at the front today with the forks. The forks are all beefed up.
Yeah.
I've actually not tracked this one, but I did track day one.
Oh, okay.
And I just found
Which
it so
circuit?
easily. Castlecombe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so BMW Motorrad obviously had a press day.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine's actually a motorcycle test rider
Okay.
for Avon Rubber,
Right.
as it was, because
Yeah.
we live in Wiltshire.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, well, you can come up and have a go.
And that obviously swung the
Oh,
balance.
absolutely. Absolutely, because it's all, a lot of people are frightened by it because of the power.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all very usable.
I agree, and the modes are fantastic.
Absolutely.
And you can tame it down and change
Yeah.
it into. I do find the sports quite bumpy.
Yes.
Is that your experience
I
too?
tend
or-
to keep it in road.
Yeah, I tend
For
to
the
put it in
simple
dynamic
reason,
for engine and then
dynamic.
road for
Absolutely.
suspension is how
Absolutely.
I'm riding it. But
And then you've got these little DTC bits and pieces
Yeah.
here that you can set your own settings,
Yeah.
and you know, it's just an all does everything.
it's an amazing bit of technology. So how did you
superb.
come to be a motorcyclist?
Right. So when I was 16, I lived in a very remote part of Somerset, and I was a young mod
Okay.
on the mod revival. And my
Right.
first bike was completely different to this. It was a Vespa 50 Special
Well,
that I
have
used to get
res-
overtaken on bicycles by, but I didn't have all the mirrors and foxtails on it,
No.
and it was just freedom,
Yes.
and it was able to get mobility. I also find that when I'm on my bike, and I was saying to my friend Martin, who I've come with today, that I'm happiest on my bike.
Yeah.
The troubles of running a business, family
Yeah.
life, everything else, paying the mortgage,
It vanishes with
disappears.
208 horsepower.
It's about 208,
Yeah.
the crank, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm very lucky. I've got other bikes. I've got a Monster S4 RS, which is a 2007 naked. I've got a GS.
So have I. I've got a trickle.
Have you? You got chocolate? Oh, lovely. So I bought
We
that,
have a similar taste in
I
bikes.
bought
I can
that brand
see.
new from Riders in Bristol, still
Oh,
got
okay,
it.
yeah.
And I chopped this in.
Yeah.
I had a Honda SP2.
I've got an
Fireblade.
SP2.
And it was not the current generation, it was
yeah.
the previous that
Okay,
nearly killed
mine-
John McGuinness at the Northwest.
Yeah, mine is an SP2 and SP1 from 2001, 2002.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
So I just basically had that, got on with it,
Yeah.
but it's just too uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And you
We don't
find
bend
that
like we
it's-
used to.
No, so I would highly recommend this. As I say, I didn't go for the comp
Yeah.
because I couldn't really justify the extra 5k.
And I worry a bit about the wheels.
Yeah, carbon fibre.
Yeah. So I
They
think
do sometimes fail, I'm sure they don't, but they
Yeah,
do.
yeah, they've made me nervous with the potholes
Yeah.
we've got at the moment. But
Absolutely.
yeah, this is exactly the spec that I went
Yeah.
for.
So this was in, can I say the dealer?
Yeah, of course.
BMW Motorrad at Bristol.
Yeah.
A guy called Rich Ward,
Yeah,
who used to be at Honda, did me an amazing deal.
Yeah.
He took the Fireblade off me. He sold it to me originally
Okay.
when he was working for Honda.
yeah.
He did me a great deal, never regretted it.
No, well done. Very
Lovely.
nice to talk
Yeah,
to you.
and to you.
Thank you very much for your time, John.
You take care.
Right. Hi, Steve. Well,
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
Michael, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice
good
to meet you. Yeah,
good to
yeah,
meet you.
yeah.
I see you brought your Honda out.
Yeah,
So these were quite a weapon in their day.
They were,
So
yeah.
tell me a bit about them.
Well, it weighs 170 kilos. 0 to 60 on these is roughly about 2.9 when they first came out.
That's brisk, isn't it?
Yeah, it is fast.
Do you remember what power they produce?
110 brake horsepower.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much the new ones are about that now as well, so
Yeah.
they've not really changed in brake
For an
horsepower.
04 bike, that was.
Yeah, yeah.
They were the weapon, weren't they?
They were, yeah, 160 mile an hour's top end as well. You know, they're quite quick in the day. They
So
still are now.
what does it rev to?
About 14,000 revs. So,
All good fun.
yeah, it is good fun. Yeah, yeah.
And what's it like on fuel? Or just
Around about 40.
Oh, that's
Drop a bit less than that if you
press
open
on.
it out. Yeah, yeah.
So what made you buy this?
Just like the look of it, really. Just wanted a second bike for a bit of fun. You know,
Yeah.
sports bike. It was the right price, so yeah, I bought it really.
So what's
Yeah.
your other bike?
Kawasaki ER6N 650.
Oh, okay.
Parallel twin.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as quick as this, but it's
well, no.
torquey bike. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So 3 things you like about this bike and 1 thing you're not sure about.
It's good for pottering around town because it's pretty docile at low
Yeah.
revs. But if you want the power, it's there. You open it up, gets to about 7 power, and it just takes off.
Yeah.
So you got everything you want really.
Yeah.
It's very docile at low revs, and then quick
So
if you
easy
want
to
it,
ride,
basically.
but quick when you want it.
Yeah, when you want it. Yeah,
Is it comfortable?
Yeah, it's very comfortable. Yeah, very comfortable. Nice seat. Yeah, I would say it's really good. Yeah, you could ride it long distance as well, you know, and.
Any plans to, or do you just use it for
no, just
the short
local,
blasts?
really. Just local, just places like this in Swindon, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And has it been reliable?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah.
It starts on the button every day. Yeah. You know, probably use it once a week. Yeah, that's what it'd be used for basically. Because I haven't had it that long really, so bought it in the winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it does the job. It's good fun. Puts
Anything
a
you
smile on
don't
your
like
face.
about it?
No, not really. Nothing.
Well,
No,
that's
good.
great.
Yeah.
So what was your first bike?
Oh, years ago, the Yami Fizzy.
The amount of times I speak to people and they say fizzies.
Yeah.
It was
Yami
either
Fizzy.
that or the Honda, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then I had a Suzuki GT 250 and I passed my test on that years ago.
Yeah.
It was a bit easier in those
Well,
days.
yeah, it was. You just ride round the block and they
That's
step
it,
out in front of you.
Do emergency
it was,
stopping.
yeah, it was a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. But
Read
yeah,
the
it was
number
easy.
plate from about 10 yards.
Definitely, that was it. Yeah, it was quite easy, but nowadays it's a bit harder,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
a palaver. It does. I worry a bit that it puts some young people off going through it, but it is worth it. As you know, bikes are such good fun.
They are good
once,
fun.
Once you learn how to
That's
ride
it,
them,
yeah.
and they've got to be. They're most, even a sports bike like this, very economical.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're good. I mean, rain 40 to the gallon's plenty good enough, really.
Yeah,
It's okay.
For a bike that does 160 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I suspect it doesn't do 40 at 160.
No, you'd be going down a bit.
It'd be petrol cool
yeah,
by that point.
definitely. Yeah. That's
So,
it.
bike of your dreams?
Probably a Ducati, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which one?
Probably 749. I like those.
Oh, yeah, they're nice and narrow.
Nice.
Aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are. Yeah.
People
Nice
didn't like them
little
at
range.
first. But
Yeah.
now I look at them now and
Yeah.
think, oh, that was better looking than I thought at the time.
Yeah, that's
Because
it.
the 916 was such a hard
Yeah.
thing to follow, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
and
was.
The 748, of
Yeah,
course, which
748s,
which is based on the same chassis. And,
Yes, they're nice bikes. I've always fancied one of those. Whether I'll ever get one, I don't know. But
well, I had an R and I had an SP with 748, and I managed to throw that down the track at Donington.
Oh,
so
no.
ran out of talent, which is a low threshold.
Yeah.
But
Crikey, yeah. Never done a track day, but it's something I wouldn't mind doing. You know, it's
This is a good bike to do it
This
on.
would be a good thing to do it on, really.
Absolutely.
It's flickable, you know, throw it around and definitely. Yeah, it's nice and light, so yeah.
Steve, great to talk to you.
Yeah, great to
Thanks
talk
for
to
your
you,
time.
Mike. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks very much.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, no problem. Right.
Right, I'm having a look around the car park, and the trouble with the car park is you see the bikes, but you can't find the owners because, funny enough, they've gone for a cup of tea or something to eat. But I'm just going to show you a few bikes that particularly caught my eye. I like this. This is an S plate, so I guess that's 77, 78. Motor Guzzi Le Mans, in nice condition, looks really bright. A lot of fun. Not a hugely fast bike, but at the time, they were they were renowned for their handling. And certainly, my friend had one, and I spent a lot of time sort of following him, attempting to overtake him on my Kawasaki Z650. And we had a lot of fun. These evenings are obviously a time when people get their bikes out from the garage and give them a run out. Nice to meet with other fellow motorcyclists. Nice to see a 916 out. There's a few here today. A few modifications on it. Just personalise and individualise it, but I think the 916 is still one of the most beautiful bikes in the world. Great to see it. Pete, it's nice to meet you. I couldn't help but spot this very interesting bike, and we've just had a chat about it, but tell me the story of how you come to build this and what you've done with it.
Well, I'd just passed my test, I think it was in about 71, and I decided to build a cafe racer because that's what everybody was doing.
Yeah. I love the plate. It's absolutely brilliant.
It's just a bit of fun.
Yeah, no, and that's what bikes should be.
But it was all, the tank was like a Dunstall one.
Okay.
Came in metal flake like that.
Yeah.
The bike's totally original, I haven't restored it. So it's got lots of rust all over it.
It looks pretty good to me.
Original rust.
So what is the frame on there?
It's a Norton slimline frame.
Yeah.
And
I see you've done some. Yeah, you've done some interesting work here.
Has to be cut.
Yeah, you had to cut the frame to put
Carburettor
it in. And why did you need to put a different carb in there?
Well, it's running a Thruxton head, which was all built by Seymour,
Right.
chap from Tame, and he did it to the spec of his racing engines, and his bike would do 137 on the Isle of Man.
Okay.
He was clocked year after year, and he said the quickest he got was 137. But he used to come placed in the TT quite a lot.
You've raced this though, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So what category did you race it in, and how did it go?
I was just raced in with the 500s back in the 70s.
Yeah.
But,
Was it competitive?
yeah, oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
how fast?
I could outbrake anybody with this brake because
Oh yeah,
it's got
amazing brakes.
8 leading shoes.
So how do they work when you take that apart?
Well, you got 4 cams per side and 8 leading shoes.
Are they difficult to adjust?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look finicky.
I use shims on the inside.
Oh, okay, to get them to balance so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
equal in distribution.
Yeah. Because obviously some open before the others.
Yeah, of course.
And being that the machining, although it's pretty good, you've got like a lining on there that's glued on.
Yeah.
It runs Frodo AM4, but you can't buy it anymore, so I got some old stuff and got it done. And then you've got to lathe it off to get it to match the diameter of the drum.
So quite a bit of. Are you an engineer? Is that what you know?
No, I just keep going till it runs right. Do everything I can.
Yeah.
And the hub's all in magnesium.
Yeah. For weight.
And when you take it apart, there's nothing inside but a thin web in the middle because it's double-sided. It doesn't look like it's got much strength, but I was assured it did have.
And you say they work.
Yeah.
Very good.
But I put a.
So what do you most like about the bike?
Well, it's easy to start because I've got electric start on it now.
And is there any? Most projects are work. Most projects are sort of work in progress. Is there anything you're planning to do next on it?
Not really.
You're happy with it as it is?
I'm just going to leave it because it's original.
Yeah.
And now I can start the thing. I don't mind. You know.
A key issue. So what was your first bike?
First big bike was this thing.
Okay. And what did you learn to ride on?
Velocette Valiant.
Oh, okay.
I bought it brand new from Burnett's in Southsea down near Portsmouth. And they'd had it in the showroom for about 15 years. They couldn't sell it.
And that was a new bike?
It's brand new.
A new 15-year-old bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's not many people who can tell that story.
I know the number plate was XTP4L. I suppose it's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
That's all
nice
right.
to talk to you. Lovely bike.
Thanks.
Steve, nice to see you.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Couldn't help but spot this absolutely lovely.
It is stunning, isn't it?
Yeah. Original Z. So
It's
clearly it's been restored.
It's been restored. I've done it probably about 5 years ago. It took me about 2 years to do.
Yeah.
Finding some original parts was the hardest.
Yeah, of
and there's
course.
still a couple of bits that you have not noticed that are still not original.
Yeah.
That I know,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, you have to tell us because people want to know.
I won't tell you, no. Everything on the bike, nearly everything, is date coded.
Yeah.
The speedo, the tacho, the switch gear, the brakes, the wheels, the swing arm, the torsion bar, the carburetors. They've all got date codes on and they've got to be right.
Yes, of course.
So the value of this bike is its originality.
Yeah. Always the case, isn't
You'll
it?
be hard pushed to find a more original one than this.
Yeah.
And check out the brakes. You'll very rarely find one with twin discs.
Yeah, it was an option.
It was an
option in America, and it didn't come until the A4, did it?
It was an option on these.
Yeah, originally, yeah, of course.
But it costs 10% extra for the bike.
And most American specs are all single.
Yeah, so they're normally single, but this is an original twin disc option.
Yeah.
With the steering damper. So
Very good.
that's all original.
Yeah, lovely.
And so by today's standards, to ride it, it's not very good.
I had a Z1000.
The brakes are rubbish. Even though it's twin disc, the brakes are rubbish. The handling is adequate. But the engine is beautiful. It's a peach. It is set up. The carbs are balanced, just beautiful. It runs absolutely beautiful.
So,
but it's not like today's modern bike.
Oh no, I had a Z1000, the A1, the 77 one, and
but
the brakes were.
You ride the bike to its capabilities.
Yeah, of course.
I don't ride it fast.
No.
I don't get my knee down. I just ride it gently. So.
Well, in the day, it was one of the fastest bikes. 130 mile an hour was
exactly that.
A rocket ship.
83 horsepower, I think it was claimed to be.
Yeah.
And you got 500s nowadays. Just wipe the floor with this.
Yeah. But that's still beautiful to look at. We've got the original Jaffa colour.
Even like if everyone look under the seat.
That's beautiful.
So I made sure it's got an original looking USA battery.
Yeah.
Not a normal motor. Motor mark, whatever they call them. And say original mud guards, not blown because they normally blow there because they're double skinned. Your little tray.
Yeah, and it's got the short mud guards on, hasn't it?
It's got the short American mud guards.
Yeah.
Who wants a long English one? Come on.
So was the bike originally an American bike?
It is an American.
With the high bars?
It is an American bike.
Yeah.
It was bought over by someone I know probably about 15 years ago.
Well, it's great to see him.
Right, thank you.
Thank you very much for bringing it and for taking the time to talk to me, Steve.
No problem at all.
I really appreciate it.
I like people to enjoy looking at it because it is a work of art.
It's a pleasure.
And I just one thing I would like to say: if I was a designer of a motorcycle, and I designed this, there's nothing I would change. You know, you see some bikes, oh, that looks beautiful, but I don't like that bit on it.
Yeah,
I don't like the way
most of us can sort of nitpick our way things.
I wouldn't change anything.
Well, they're classic bikes. They're iconic bikes.
It is.
And part of that reason is the way they look.
Exactly that, and the chrome. Loads of chrome.
Beautiful. Thanks
Hard
for
to
your time.
keep clean though.
Yeah.
All right, nice to
You
talk
obviously
to you.
like the cleaning.
Yeah, nice to talk to you.
And you.
Hi.
Hi Paul.
Hi.
I was just been admiring your Bultaco Matador. So I know these were, well, very famous bikes in the 70s, certainly in the international 6-day trials. So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, that's exactly what this one is. It's a 72 Bultaco Mark IV 6-day. It's the actual factory bike. What can I tell you? It's 52 years old and it's done 950 miles.
They would have been hard miles.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
In competition. So can you tell us about what this is very unusual.
Yeah, this is a big eyeball that it magnifies a watch which is in there, which is so that when you're doing time sections you can keep your eye on it. Because when you're standing up, you need to be able to see something
the time.
that's a little bit bigger than a normal wristwatch.
Yeah, and this obviously looks...
That's your road book. You have your distances and your junctions, and it's all on a paper roll. It's long before electronics.
Yeah.
It's similar to the map, where you have all the roads marked.
Yeah.
But this has got all its scrutineering marks still on it.
I can see, because down here, that looks like a scrutineering tag.
Yeah, that's a seal.
Yeah.
So that parts can't be changed.
Yeah, when it's in park firme.
Yeah.
So these 250s did remarkably well, but they weren't particularly fast from memory, were they?
No, about 70 mile an hour flat out if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But you'd have to be quite silly to want to do that with knobbly tyres on a road. But it'll do it across a ploughed field or along a beach. They are surprisingly well-tempered, shall we say.
So what made you want to have one of these?
I drove one 52 years ago and I was really impressed. All the bikes I've had since, vast majority of them, have been ISDT bikes or replicas thereof, certainly enduro stroke trail bikes. And I just suddenly decided that's it, I've got to have it. And I got a friend of mine to purchase it for me. It was down in the West Country, right down in Cornwall. And
does it run well?
Oh yes, it runs very well. I can start it up if you like.
Yeah, why not? Fantastic.
Annoys all the neighbours.
Yeah, really good. Love the smell of two-stroke. Well, Paul, thank you very much for talking us through your bike. It's great to see a
Thank you very much.
great bike like this
Yeah.
out and about, as opposed to sat in the garage.
That's right. It's certainly no garage, Queen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Marcus.
How are you doing, all right?
Nice to meet you. I'll see you near your Super Meteor.
Yeah.
I did a review on one of these last year.
Right.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
So great to see somebody out and having one.
Yeah.
How do you find it?
I love it. Yeah, I mean, it's my first bike. It's it was something that I thought I'll have a cruising bike because I need to sit up a bit because I don't want to be laid over the tank. I want to be in a bit more of an armchair.
Yeah.
She goes lovely, and yeah, it's just great. I haven't done too many miles, but she's smooth. She's got enough grunt behind her if
Yeah, it's got
I
quite
need
a bit
it.
of torque, isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It pulls away nicely. So, and if you want to get around something a little bit quick without, just to get back in front of something, then
It's there.
away you go. It's all there.
Very good. So, how did you learn to ride, and when did you take your test at early stage?
I only did my test September, October time.
Okay.
Passed in early November.
Well done.
On one of these fast track quick start out of Kings at Kidlington there.
Oh,
and
that's where I borrowed the bike from.
Oh right, well there you are. So they were very good, very good. The training was excellent, and me and my son sort of started to do it together.
Oh, okay.
And then
Nice thing to do.
yeah, so
Is that what inspired you to
yeah.
spend a bit of time with your son?
It had been spoken about for many years, on and off, and eventually it got to the point where we said, you know what, we'll
make it happen.
crack on, and go on with it.
Yeah,
So
life is short.
yes, exactly.
To be done.
And,
So, had you ridden a bike at all before?
40 years ago only on
okay,
art, so it was only a 50cc Suzuki ER, sort of thing. But
the little Charles bike.
yeah, the little drive. Yeah, so I just love it. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Nice to talk to you.
Well,
Mark.
no, thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
No problem at all.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, and welcome back to motorcycling.
yeah, that's it. So I'm hopefully here to stay. So that's the main thing.
Have fun with your son.
Okay, yeah, will do. Cheers.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed my evening round for the riding here at the Classic MotorHub. It's been great fun. As always, people are very easy to chat to, very welcoming and very friendly. That, for me, is what motorcycling is all about. Seeing some interesting and different bikes, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you might press like or even consider subscribing. But what's most important is that you ride safe and you stay well.